What makes Daniel an amazing pilot is his attention to detail. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Yeah. I was telling him I wouldn't really want any other small pilot to fly me. Maybe the one that does the president, I would do that one too.
Okay.
Windows are much smaller than the other airplane.
They're shorter, yeah.
Yeah,
but you'll hear this one's quieter. Montgomery County traffic, Cherokee 94 Whiskey Alpha taking off runway 14, departing the area to the northwest. Montgomery. Alright. It says we're going to get there at 7:46.
Oh, cool.
Given my calculations. Traffic looks clear. Crank up the runway heading. Alright, heels on the floor. Everyone ready? Alright, full power. Engine instruments are in the green. Airspeed's alive. Brakes are 60 knots. There's 60 knots, rotate. Yeah, I think it's somebody's microphone. If you cover your microphone, it's hers.
How do I prevent that?
Let me do this. See if that does anything.
You can see kind of the fall colors, it's really cute. Oh, it's beautiful.
Alright, looks clear, we're going to turn downwind. Montgomery County traffic, Cherokee 94 Whiskey Alpha, left downwind runway 14, departing the area to the northwest, Montgomery. Atomic approach, Cherokee 94 Whiskey Alpha, off Gaithersburg 2100.
November 4 Whiskey Alpha, Potomac departure, transponders observed, proceed on course outside the class Bravo, Baltimore altimeter 2989er.
Proceed on course outside of Bravo, Cherokee 9 Whiskey Alpha, 4 Whiskey Alpha.
Blue Streak 5021, it's going to maintain 10,000.
Alright, I'm going to attempt to use the autopilot, see what happens.
Potomac 1959, Potomac.
What does it do for you?
It basically flies the airplane.
Does it just keep you on the course, like a straight line, or does it follow like where you programmed it to go?
It follows where I programmed it to go.
That's pretty neat. Listening to the traffic is really cool because you can pick up on some really cool people. Like one time Daniel and I were flying him, Bill Clinton's...
2145, it's going to maintain 10,000.
Oh?
Yep.
Bill Clinton's plane was in the airspace. Oh, yeah? How did you know it was his? So it said like President...
830, Cambridge 830, it's going to maintain 5,000.
President 40.
Yeah, 40, yeah.
Presidential 750, Potomac departure, Baltimore altimeter 2988.
Presidential 750, so I don't know what that means.
Oh, well, I guess we're in D.C. I forgot. I was like, why would that be here? I was like, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Look at the skyline.
So we're approaching, all these lights up here, that's Frederick, Maryland.
Oh.
And we're about to cross over the first of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we're eventually going to go over the Shenandoah Mountains.
Blue Streak 59,
I've been to the Shenandoah Mountains. That was about 10 years ago. That's the trip I told you about with my dad.
Cool. Alright, so we're now clear of the Class Bravo airspace. I'm going to begin a climb up to 6,500 feet.
What's the point of going higher?
3,000.
Better fuel economy, and also if we lose the engine, more altitude to figure something out.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's safer. Oh, really? The commercial flight wasn't that bad. It's probably cheaper too.
Yes, definitely.
Why take the small plane then? Especially when you live near DTW and can pick you up.
Yeah, I mean, it's
2607, you copied everything. I
It's the experience.
and it was flight time.
we got it right.
I need flight time in order to get hired by the airline, so why not make an experience out of it?
I guess.
Southwest 2590. Sir 4 Whiskey Alpha, your radar contact 3 miles southeast of Frederick, Delta Center 2987, say request.
94 Whiskey Alpha has traffic in sight, and 94 Whiskey Alpha is a Piper Archer. Request VFR flight following to Lima Bravo Echo Airport 6500.
Sir 4 Whiskey Alpha, roger. You can proceed on course.
Proceed on course, 4 Whiskey Alpha.
Sir 2 Juliet Delta traffic no factor, just going to maintain.
Alright, so he told that guy, see the flashing lights out there?
Oh? Oh, over there?
Yeah, just above the horizon.
Oh, over there, yeah.
Yeah, so he told them to look out for us, he told us to look out for them, and we see them, so it's no factor.
Well, I'll tell you a story, Jenna.
Here we go.
So, we were flying around the Statue of Liberty, and I would say, like, there was a plane too close to us, too close, and I was like, Daniel, the plane is too close, get out of here. Like, there's no way it was gonna hit us, but like, I was freaking out, because it was like the closest I've ever been to another small plane while in a small plane.
There's something weird going on with the pitot-static system, but it's not, it doesn't look like it's about to fail on me.
What is the pitot?
Pitot-static system is the system that's responsible for reading airspeed and altitude, and it looks like it's constantly like resetting itself a little bit. It might be like somehow it's triggering the alternate static source somehow, because if I turn it on, it does similar things. Then I turn it off. So it's almost like the alternate static source is being turned on by itself. Oh, you can see just the glimmer of sunset out there. Very pretty.
So pretty, absolutely, yeah. Right, sweet.
Less insane than you thought?
Yeah, I thought that the takeoff would be a lot more bumpy.
A lot more
It
dramatic?
just felt like you were driving fast in a car and you just kept driving so fast that you came off the ground.
Yep. On the way back, we'll be going a lot faster. Right now, we're going about 120 miles an hour over the ground.
It's like a really fast car then.
Yep. We could have gone to 4,500 feet, which would have made us go slightly faster, but because of the mountains and the higher elevation, I just wanted a little bit higher gap in case we have an engine failure.
But you make engine failure sound like a really common thing.
They're not very common, but they are common enough that we are trained to prepare for them. I've never had one in my almost 800 hours of flying.
Well, good.
So, fun fact, we are going to fly directly over the narrowest part of Maryland.
49, approach.
What is a fun fact?
Maintain 3,000.
The narrowest part of Maryland is 2 miles wide. On one side is West Virginia, on the other side is Pennsylvania.
What's your favorite letter? Like, name, both of you?
Like aviation letter?
Yeah.
I like Victor. The very sharp sounding one.
I know that one because her last name is Vanderkant, and so she's always like, Via Victor!
visual approach runway 19 left.
I called my dad earlier and I was telling him how cool you are, Jenna, and like everything you're doing with like cancer research. I was like so impressed. Oh, that's really sweet. Sorry, I know I can geek out about it, but Daniel geeks out about planes, so I think it's fair.
Yes.
I mean, I geek out about art. You've seen it, so yeah. I mean, we all have our passion, which is really cool at a young age to like be so driven.
It's been so nice so long since I've flown a plane with autopilot that I could just do this. Like the whole way to Michigan, there was no autopilot.
Oh.
So you had to fly it manually the whole time. This is, my brain has a chance to just,
Like look out the window and stuff?
yeah.
I'm just gonna put it here.
Okay.
That's good. Alright, are you in? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I absolutely blinked. I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
I'm gonna look terrible, but.
No, it'll be just fine.
Okay.
I promise. You're probably fine.
Okay. Speaking of probably fine, if we want to turn on heat, at any point.
No, we are not turning on. I'm comfortable how we are.
This plane has a carbon monoxide detector.
It does?
It does. It's right here. You can see it.
How does this have one and the other ones didn't?
Because this one is, they take care of it.
I was telling Daniel that maybe you guys should come to Ann Arbor next July because there's this thing called an art hop that happens, and the whole town is basically turned into like an art fair. And it's huge. There's so much to see, and it's just like a really fun time in the summer.
9394 down to the first on September 2988.
I don't know if that's like Daniel's type of thing, but I think you would really like it, Ariana. That sounds amazing. And I like going so to Sage and my mother, and we could get the gang all together. I love it. Yes, I'm so down.
So, what they just said, they're talking about this guy, 877 Sierra Charlie. He is also at 6,500
I
feet.
see him up ahead to the left.
He's not to the left. He's out.
Well, I see something up there to the left.
It's not that. That's not anything. That guy's way down below.
Okay.
They're talking about a plane that's out there somewhere. I actually think I see it flashing.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
So he was at the exact same altitude we were at. So So if you look, I don't know, 2 inches in front of the wing, slightly above the horizon, you'll see like some blinking.
Oh, right there.
That guy.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
So the guy that is crossing, he's going 164 knots. We're going 98 knots. So he's going to cross in front of us.
What's a knot?
That's a unit of speed.
Oh.
So 1 knot is 1.15 miles an hour.
Why? What's our current altitude?
6,000.
Oh, so what's their altitude?
6,500.
Okay, cool.
And we are currently about 4,000-ish feet above the ground. So they are approximately 3 miles in front of us.
Oh, they're not even anywhere close.
Yeah. Distance is very hard to gauge in the air.
Well, I know, Daniel, you typically like things that move that have wheels, but how do you feel about hot air balloons? Because they also go in the sky.
Those are cool, but they seem to be, I mean, you have much less control over where it's going. It's just kind of wherever the wind takes you. It's cool. I've never been in one. I'd be interested to take a ride in one.
I think it's like a sailboat that you have a sail and you can manipulate like the direction and stuff. How high you are is just heat. Daniel, I got a notification on my phone that on the 18th, a new season of Somebody Feed Phil is coming out.
Awesome.
I'm excited.
Good.
Oh, in like the 20 minutes we were home after Daniel picked me up, he started showing me the New York episode of that. Oh, yeah. That guy, he's so funny, that guy. It's funny. Do you both like the show? Daniel got me into it, and it's also like kind of relatable because he's like this old Jewish guy, and a lot of those. His humor is very funny, and just
I was trying to tell Jenna there's a Ashkenazi Jewish personality, like there's a lot of Ashkenazi Jewish personality in the show, and I was trying to explain what that means.
Like, I would say, I don't even know how to explain it, but some of the elements of it are complaining.
Yes. Baby, were you thinking Archer 3? Piper Archer 3 in the future?
I for sure, I mean, I like this better than the other ones, but my issue here is the windows aren't big enough.
I think they did it more for, they did it for, I think, 3 reasons. 1, more for styling. 2, it allows them to put more noise deadening in the plane, which it is definitely quieter, don't you think?
It is, yeah, it is.
And 3, because in the summer it makes it less hot. If you have less sun, less space for the sun to go through.
I don't think that those reasons are going to make Ariana like the windows on this plane more. Oh, are we there yet?
Approximately 24 minutes away.
Cool. So, when you talk to people on these radios and they're like, you're good to go, are they just like sitting by radios? This is like their job?
So they sit in these big air traffic control centers that oversee several different sectors of airspace. So this person is in charge of looking at a particular area of airspace and monitoring all the people that are flying in that airspace and communicating with them.
Oh, okay.
So this device right here is what's displaying us on their radar screen. So the fact that this is alt means that it's reporting our altitude to them, and they see the number 5336 next to our little dot. That number tells them something about where we're going or the type of operation that we are. So that's how it works.
I have no idea what an airline pilot makes.
So these days, especially with the shortage, the floor is coming up a lot. It used to be 25, 30 grand a year. Now it's like 50, 60 grand a year.
That's better.
But So 50, 60 grand for the entry level, and about, if you're a senior captain flying the wide bodies, international routes for a major airline, 300,000.
That's crazy.
So it's a huge salary range. And essentially, I mean, the equipment up front is very similar. The procedures are very much the same. The radios are all the same. But the difference is how many people are in the back.
Arnold Palmer Regional Airport.
Forward confirmation X-ray 250 with visibility 10 cockpit, temperature of 3.5, altimeter 2987. You get flight runway 24 new. Flight service, runway 24 ILS is on service.
Alright, I was able to make it out. Very scratchy, but I was able to.
Impressive.
That's partly because my headset has active noise canceling, which cuts out a lot of the sound. And so I'm just left with pure engine tone, and I can hear the radios a lot better. If you look up, you can actually see lots of stars up there. Look out the side window and look up.
Wow, yeah. Oh,
Let me do a top of
Very
descent
pretty.
calculation real quick. Turkey 9 for Whiskey Alpha has Latrobe in sight.
9 for Whiskey Alpha, roger. Radar service command, contact the Trump Tower on 125.0.
Contact Latrobe Tower 9 for Whiskey Alpha.
why does the tower have a different name than the airport? Are they saying Trump Tower? Because I don't want to go there.
Latrobe.
Oh,
It's
okay.
in the town of Latrobe. Latrobe Tower, Cherokee 9-4 Whiskey Alpha, 13 miles southeast of the field. Information X-ray, inbound to land.
9-4 Whiskey Alpha, Palmer Tower, runway 24, report on left base.
Report left base for runway 24, 9-4 Whiskey Alpha.
Look for to find the airport?
If you look just left of the nose, you'll see a light that goes green, and then white. It's just at the front edge of all these lights, to the left of the nose. White,
I can't really.
green. White, green. It's out at 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock at the front edge of those lights. Green, white,
Oh, there?
green,
Nope, I'm not looking at it.
white.
Oh,
Look at the flashing light. It's right at 11 o'clock.
I really.
All right, white light, green light, white light, green light, white light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Where?
White, that's the airport.
Oh, okay. How did you find that?
Because I knew that's what I was supposed to look for. That's the international signal for this is an airport.
Is there holla in the plane?
No, there's
No.
not power on the plane.
9-4 Whiskey Alpha, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 2494 Whiskey Alpha.
What should I expect when we go to land?
Hopefully just smoothness.
All right.
Alright, final looks clear. We are cleared to land. Make sure it's full of rich, seatbelts are on. There's 3.5, so what I'm going to do is fuel pump comes on. I'm going to reduce the power. Get into the white arc. There's the white arc. We'll do 1 notch of flaps. Pitch for 90 knots.
Hey, here's your time to shine. That was a very
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Wow, you have high standards. I would also not give it a. So, yeah. I was really, from what Daniel told me about that lesson earlier, I was really expecting a wham.
Well, my student's landing was a 2 out of 10.
94 Whiskey Alpha, where would you like to park on the field?
We're going to DeNunzio's, wherever that is, 94 Whiskey Alpha.
You'll have to go to the VDL, Little Highlands, one and the same. Park there, walk inside the gate to the restaurant.
Yeah. And there must be other ones also.